Here we go. Good morning, everybody. And look who I got with me. I got Wisdom Seeker Joan and Thayer Hutchinson. And we were together on Thursday, and we've been sitting here waiting for this show to start. So we never have, three days we've been sitting and just waiting and waiting.
Yeah, waiting. Those
Anyway.
daffodils faded.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
So most of you know that Miss Terry Suzuki is over in Japan with her in-laws and her lovely husband doing some vacationing. And Jean, I think Jean has something else to do today. She asked me to. So these lovely ladies have agreed to come on with me. And I'm so happy you were here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Thrilled to be here.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone in the chat.
Oh, yes. Hypnicity. How sweet.
Yeah, everybody's here. Oh, thanks, Hypnicity. That's very nice. So we are simulcasting on Joan's channel, just so you know. And so some of you who are on Joan's channel won't be able to see comments on my channel just because this is the way it works, but we see your comments. So don't worry. As a matter of fact, Emily is on your channel and she wants a reading. And so Emily, I can see that. And hello, Lena. Hello, Ann Simpson. 5 a.m. for you.
Ooh.
What the heck? Oh, yeah, it's a work day. It's a work day for Ann. It's Monday over down under in
that's right.
New Zealand.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Let's say hello to a few. Go ahead. Craig's here, top of the list. Marsha Green, Hypnicity, Maya, Akila is here, and Ginny. Emily, Starlight, Scorpio Mom, and Wayne Rich. Okay. And Pia. Nice to see you, Pia. And so I got yours, Hypnicity, and I got Lena's. Thank you so much. Thank you for putting some up. So Thayer, what did you want to say? It looks like I love the fact you're showing your art behind you. So some people don't know anything about it. So why don't you just tell them, and this is what you do.
Oh, yeah. I do psychic artwork. So instead of giving you a verbal reading, I give you a color and vibrational reading, and you get to keep the painting and hang it up on your wall.
And I'm not a yellow person, but I really love that picture. It just makes me happy.
That painting follows me around.
I bet it does. That's lovely. Thayer also does mediumship readings and also readings, psychic readings. So
color readings,
and color readings. Yeah. So if, her email is in the information below if you'd like to reach her.
And if you do want a mediumship reading, because there's so much energies going on, while we're doing the reading, if you could say yes or no, so we're into the right energy, that would really help. Because sometimes you can pick up an energy and just go with it, but we'll
so for instance, it's also nice for you to put, I'd like to hear from my mother Mary and my father Joe, or my brother John, or whatever, my best friend. Let us know. And then if we can say, for instance, the girls can say, I'm feeling an energy of this, and you can verify it. Yeah. So that's very helpful. Joan, Joan does readings as well, and she's wonderful as well. Tell us a little bit about you and your channel as well, please.
Yeah, I've been a little bit more active recently. It was like I was in hibernation for a while, but I've got some things coming up tomorrow. I'm going to be on the Crone Zone we're going to do that wisdom circle thing and talking about our spiritual awakenings or that type of thing. So that'll be kind of fun. And then on the 3rd, this Wednesday, it's Thayer and me again on my channel. Yeah. So I'll be hosting for the first time in a while. So it might be a little rocky, but we'll have a good time.
You will.
Yeah. And then I'm going to host Scott's Scorpio Sun Tarot on the 13th. That's getting out there a little ways. But I was on his channel, and it was just a really wonderful experience. So I'm looking forward to that. But
he's very calming. I find him very calming. Yeah,
it's a really, really nice energy. And if anybody wants to book a reading, you can go to my channel and look on the About page, and there's a link that says book a reading. And then also up in the banner, there's a link there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think the simulcasting is beneficial to people well, you haven't done a lot of shows on your channel, you know.
Yeah.
So when people go to look at them, there wasn't a lot there, but now there is. And so I think it's wonderful. Now you're going to start doing the hosting, and you'll get it. You'll get it. It will come along after a while, and everybody understands. So
Yeah.
So hi, Kelly, and hi, Carolyn, Wildflower Wind. All right. All right. So I've got some, let me tell you what order you are in and who I've got, and happy Sunday. I've got Emily, Hypnicity, Lena, Maya, Scorpio Mama, Pia, Wayne, Starlight, and Wildflower Wind. So we've got quite a number of them now. So I'm just going to put in here questions closed, and if something comes up and we have a little more time, we'll see what we can do. But I hate to have things blocked up so much. All right, there we go. All right. Okie doke, ladies. Here we go for the Sunday magic. Emily would wonder if she could have messages from her spirit team, please.
Okay. I'll step in first if you don't mind.
Yep.
At first, I was just getting nature images out in the woods, hiking, kind of on a misty day. And then I just heard draw a card from the feathers deck. And I got the magpie, and it says, reevaluate your priorities. It's time to let go of what you no longer need. So that might be spring cleaning. I don't know. You probably know the deeper meaning of that, but there's something about it might just be that, to kind of get things in order so that when the weather turns, I'm not sure where you are, that you can be out in nature more. Get done what, the tasks, turn over the closets or whatever. Get rid of things, clear things out so that you aren't tied down by those tasks and you can really take advantage of this coming season. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else about that? Excuse me. You go ahead. If I get anything else, I'll jump in.
I'm just saying, is this that I got the exact same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, because I went into Emily's energy and I got happiness and walking out in nature and embracing a new energy coming forward. And then I said, there was something in your past that was a little painful and dark and confusing, and that is going to be dissipating and you're going to be moving into a new energy, and to let go of that because you no longer need it. So it's basically completely ditto of what Joan said. I'm getting a golf clap for working through the difficulty, that you did a good job working through the difficulty. They're very pleased about that. I think it might have been a relationship or something painful in your heart for that difficulty. But it's always hard to let go of something that's sweet and sour, but you've learned what you've had to learn, and this new energy, I'm seeing like a big bubble of light and flowers and nature, and that there's going to be new energy coming in, and what you learned from this lesson is going to help you.
Wow.
So,
beautiful.
Yeah. That's awesome. So Emily, I think you probably know that Mercury's in retrograde right now. And anytime Mercury's in retrograde, lots of things get crazy, but you can do some things with a modicum of safety. Anything that begins with a re, and 2 re's show up in the cards I have for you, which I'll get to. But first, I wonder if you have a kitty cat or had a kitty cat that maybe went on the other side. I don't know, because the first card I get is a feline. And anyway, I'm going to put that out there. I don't know if you have a cat or not. But the voices are calling to you to rest, number one, go outside, like the great lady said, and rejuvenate. They want you to rejuvenate.
Yeah.
Very important. So that goes right along with what the ladies have said.
Yeah.
And also the second card I get is reflection. So once you rejuvenate, they want you to go back and reflect upon all the things that you saw, the way you felt, how grounded you were, and just do the RE things over this Mercury retrograde. There you go. Wow. Awesome. You never had a pet. Okay, Emily. All right. Don't know what the feline is unless maybe you walk like a slinky, a feline. I don't know. Maybe you have that energy.
It could be you had a relationship with a Leo.
Oh, that's very true as well.
There's lots of different.
Sure, lots of different ways you could look at a card. Yeah. Okay, so hypnicity would to love whatever message you would have for me. Send me the money. Send me the money. Yeah, that's my message. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, and you know it, Nalani. All right.
My throat chakra is lighting up, and I'm really hearing, speak up, make your needs known, make your voice clear. What else on this, Spirit? And put your heart into it. There's something that you might not even know. I think part of this is determining for yourself, how do I feel about whatever the subject is? I think you've been a little like, I don't know if I should say anything, or feeling a little bit iffy about it. Like you're kind of on uneven ground or whatever. But it's like, no, sit yourself down and say, what do I really think about this? And then go with it and speak up and be firm in your convictions. It sounds like something that you haven't really decided. You might be wishy-washy about something, but it's time to figure out which way the wind's blowing and go with it. I hope that makes sense.
Okay.
And again, a little bit of kismet here. I got it's time to change your environment, that you've been kind of looking at the same canvas, the same wall, trying to solve that puzzle. Or just putting energy in a place that it's bouncing back to you, and to even change your physical environment. Sit in front of a window, be outside more, think of different, if you've been working on a problem for a long time and you haven't been solving it, let it go, set it aside. Like when I paint and I don't know what to do with the painting, I put it away and I do another one. So change your environment, change the people who you're talking to, kind of do a reboot. And that's going to open up new avenues of energy to come in. So what you have been working on will be able to move forward. It's kind of like when you're touching the same part of your skin over and over again, you stop feeling it. So, and I think you kind of understand what this means. Same thing with Joan, of maybe even go on a mini vacation, or just shift your focus. That's what I'm getting.
Okay, so interestingly enough, I got some cards. You're thinking about moving. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes these cards even more interesting to me, Nalani, because I get a loss. And I thought it was a loss that had already gone by, and you were healing from it. But if you're trying to think about moving, you're anticipating that you are going to have a loss of a home, and then finding finding another place that will make you happy. You need to explore new neighborhoods. Okay. But whatever it is, wherever you end up, there'll be a lot of healing. There's you and your husband there on the bench. You're just going to work together for the best outcome. I'm seeing here that a wildflower comes up. And of course, it's spring, and spring has us moving things around and going outside and spending a lot more time. Yesterday I was outside all day long, and it felt so good to be grounded to the earth. It really did. I did a lot of raking, but anyway, you are going to have new beginnings. You got a new beginning for something. And right now it's showing me that you're planting the seeds, and you're planting the seeds to something that you're thinking about. So, wow, that's exciting. Very nice.
And I just heard, if you're looking for a new place, think outside the box. Don't go into the regular path or keep to what your restrictions are in your head. Bump out of the box, maybe go to a different market or a different place. And then that will allow more energy and more flow to help guide you to where you're meant to be next. So.
But Nalani, what I mean by planting seeds, I know you planted seeds years ago, we think, but this is like, I know you want a church or a motel. There you go. So you're just planting newer ones, newer seeds in different areas. Yeah. So thanks, dear. Thank you so much.
Good
Let
luck.
us know how it goes. Yeah. All right. We have Lena here today, and she wonders if she can get a reading in love and finances. Ooh. How about you just marry somebody with a lot of money?
It's a twofer right there.
That's a twofer, yeah.
Okay, let's see for Lena.
Lena, I'm getting that you're very wise in your finances, and you know how to pace yourself and know how to make things last a long time. So I see that if you do find a bump, you're going to be able to repair it. You have quite a lot of courage and imagination when it comes to this. You might not think so, but I feel like you're wise. You're very wise. And I see a side job, that looking for a side job or something you can do on the side, whether it's childcare or taking care of somebody or doing something in the neighborhood that's going to bring in extra money for you. And in terms of love, I see a train track. I see just keep going on in your life, maybe branching out for this new job, but branching out on your life that you will eventually. I'm seeing a train and another car hooking up to you or side by side. So I don't think you have to do anything different, but you need to expand yourself, and maybe you'll meet this connection or open up doors connection with this side job.
Wow, that's interesting.
Oh, I'm seeing more things about money than romance right now. But what I saw was, first I saw you with a big stack of money, and you were counting it, all the bills, and putting them into 3 or 4 different like mason jars. And like you were dividing things up. This is for the rent, and this is for this, and this is for food or whatever. And it was like you had perfect control over it. And I could see bills flying out, and then, more would come in and you put them in. But there was one jar that was empty, and it had the lid was on it. So there wasn't any flow. There wasn't any flow in that jar. So think about the areas of your life where it's like, yeah, this comes in, this goes out. I always have enough. But then there's one area, and maybe that's the metaphor for the relationship rather than money. But it looks like the money part, everything is coming in and going out, and that's doing okay. But there's this other area. Spirit is okay. I'm going to have to check. Is this about relationships? Is this about love? The closed jar? Yeah, the closed jar is about relationships. So I think it's a matter of just opening it up, taking the lid off, and maybe, instead of the bills, even if you just put a couple of quarters in that jar and see what could grow from that. And that in the real world would mean, putting yourself out there a little bit in whatever way. It's like the lid on that jar was closed up tight because of past experiences, and it's just easier not to open it up. But I'm seeing everything else being in balance, and that's the one part that's out of balance. So even, open it up, put a couple quarters in, symbolically, and see what happens. You can put the lid on again for a little while, but open yourself up to the possibilities there. What do you get?
Well, I get excuse me. First card I get is health. I don't know if you need to look at your health right now. Maybe go to the doctor or not. It could be that you just need to watch your diet and be careful. It could be something just or maybe you want to start walking or doing some kind of exercise. So I think it's snuck in here and said, this is important. So please tell her this. The next thing is that we know you're wanting change because you've got the scissors out. We get out the scissors to cut our hair if we don't want it to be long anymore, or we want a new hairstyle. In this case, you are letting go and wanting to find things, and interestingly enough, flow into your life. So currently things are very fluid for you, meaning that you are in that flow. And it's a natural movement for you. You're not resisting it. You're accepting it. And the minute you do and you let it go is when things will come and start to move. I went through this exercise yesterday with my husband because he keeps lamenting about something. And I said, if you do not let this thing go, it will never have any room to come in if you need, resolution. So we need to do that. All of us need to do that and not be as worried about the outcome, letting it be something that the universe brings to us naturally. So there you go. All right. Thank you very much. Folks, I see that you're wanting questions answered. As I indicated, we have closed the questions. However, if we have time at the end, I do have them checked off and we'll try to answer them for you. Okay. All right. So Maya would love a reading, a message from her grandmother, Maria.
Maria.
I feel like Maria did things with cloth. She certainly did a lot of cooking, but I see her with fabric, folding fabric. Maybe she owned a shop or made beds or things like that. She's saying things are going to work out for you. And don't worry, like my heart is, it hurts a little bit. So I feel like maybe you've had a little bit of a loss, or you feel a little loss of family or support. And she's saying she's here to support you. I don't think that she was very tall. I feel like she was very wise. People came to her in the family for help, and this is not literal. She was like the mother goose of the family. She would have her wings out and provide comfort for people when they were there. And she's providing comfort for you, and feels like she's saying whatever is going on in your life, you're going to make it through, and you'll make it through a little bit stronger, and to get help from your brother or to get help from your father, a male figure, if you need it. But she's, very much, she's got the wing out, and she's saying everything's going to work out. Just move through it and know that I'm with you when that's happening.
Cool. I was seeing, first of all, I got the impression that maybe she sang or you sang together. And I saw you working together when you were a little girl. She would teach you some things in the kitchen, rolling out dough or making cookies together or something like that. And then, well, the very first thing I got was just a huge amount of love for you that she's sending you. And then it was just about family. I saw like a wreath, but it was made up of grapes. Like there was a grapevine that was mainly red grapes. And then I saw kind of the same thing, except it was blueberries. So it was these two dark kind of red, blue, purple colors, and in a circle. So it's like our family is a circle of love and fruitfulness. There's so much good things that came from family, and she wants you to remember that sometimes, yeah, there's things happen, but overall, she wants your life to be abundance. And she's working to kind of fertilize and water the vines and the fruit so that things will bear fruit for you. She's working hard on your behalf and just sends lots of love. I hope that made some sense to you.
Okay. And I think today is going to be the day for surrender, because I have here surrender to drama, surrender from any drama that's in your life. We all can get caught up in drama, or we can all get caught up in wanting solution to what we are interested in getting solution for. But if we don't let it go, if we don't let it flow, then it backs itself up. It's like a sewer drain. It's not gonna flow until it's unblocked. But here it says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, always remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. This is what your mother's saying. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So there you go. I sense that she's still being the matriarch, and she's still following the family very closely.
She says happy birthday. I don't know if your birthday's in June or the end of May, but I heard happy birthday.
Okay. Very nice. Hi, Juno. Welcome. Everybody says hi. Thank you, dear. Okay. Scorpio Mama, will the leptokinetic healing that I'm doing work? Is it working?
Okay, let's see what we can find out. I'm getting a yes. And while I was swinging the pendulum, it said, doubts don't help. So if you're going to do the healing, part of it is just letting go of the doubts and say, okay, this is a way that you can help facilitate any healing that's there. And the healing might come in unexpected ways. You might want a healing for something very specific. My hip hurts. Well, the healing might address, the healing goes where spirit wants it to go and is most needed. And it might go to something else. It might be something, I don't know.
Takes priority.
It's something else, either physical or spiritual. It might be addressing some sort of spiritual blockage or something like that too. So it's good to support whatever the healing is by just saying, it's, I really want my hip to feel better, or whatever you specifically want, and this or something better according to your will. And let me just pull a card on this for you. And it said, so leap and spread your wings. And that's kind of it. It's like you're taking, like when you leap off to do a dive or whatever, if you get afraid halfway in and go like that, then you're going to do you're going to belly flop or something like that. So if you're going to take the leap of doing the healing, go all the way, trust in it, and you can do the assessment later, but give it its best chance for working. Second session, and I did feel more this time. Wonderful. Oh, that's great. I hope that works. Excellent.
I'm feeling that there's something down in the lower back or around the intestines, down the lower back, the little triangle back there. but really from the belly button down, I'm feeling like there needs to be movement, walking or movement or yoga. That there's an energy that is kind of stuck down there, and that I'm hearing now that there'll be an opening for it to move through. But I got doing certain movements for you at home would be useful, and I don't know if they're yoga or walking or flipping, being on your back and putting your knees by your head, that kind of movement, and to move more during the day. So that's what I got. I don't know if it has to do with the front where the intestines are or the back where the bones are, but that's where my focus went. It's not medical advice.
Yeah.
But I feel like moving the energy through is really important.
All right, here we go.
And
Okay.
ask your practitioner what you can do at home.
Yeah. Yep. And I got and the cards I pulled were take a chance.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
awesome.
Yeah. Good for you. And report back.
Yeah.
That very definitely. Yeah. Ladies, I got to duck out for a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you Pia here.
Okay.
And my brother, Roy.
Roy. Okay.
So Pia, I'm getting that you really miss him, and that you feel like he died too soon, sort of in a sudden way, and you're not necessarily angry, but you really am confused and kind of pissed in a way that he's gone and the way that he passed. It's very upsetting for you. So I'm really just kind of reading where you're from. Did he wear glasses? Let me just see if I can. He says he's fine. He said he said he didn't necessarily like the way that he died, but if that was part of what he was supposed to do. And that I see him giving you a Christmas present. A gift or something that he gave you in the past, or something about a gift that he gave you, to remember him through that gift that he gave you. And if you, it's like a present or something in a box or something that he gave you, which was meaningful to you, and that his energy is in that gift, and that you can connect with him that way. So I don't know. No, he did not wear glasses. Okay. Yeah, no, I got a note of that too. Yeah, he gave me a Prince album. Yeah, so that gift, when you listen to the Prince album and the stuff, he's in that music. He's in that So you can listen to that album and connect with his energy. That's what he's saying. And he'll be right there for you. And he, I just feel like when he died, it was like, whoa, that wasn't supposed to happen. Everybody's saying that wasn't supposed to happen, but he's going, yes, it was supposed to happen. And I'm sorry I couldn't spend more time with you. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but that music is very important because you can love him as you love the music. The love in the music will be able to go to him. That's a way that you can love him in spirit. That's what he's saying.
I love that. When I saw, or when I tuned in, he was so excited to see you. And it was like he came at you with arms out and was going, Pia, Pia, Pia. And just really, really excited that you're here and that you're asking about him. And, oh, that's interesting. I'm going to jump to the end when Thayer was saying there's a piece of music and you said it's a Prince album. As soon as you said it was a Prince album, I heard, I didn't mean to cause you any heartache. I didn't mean to cause you any pain. And that was the message that I was getting too. And so it makes complete sense. The first couple lines of, oh, I'm getting chills, of Purple Rain.
Okay.
So he was, and didn't mean to cause you any, that's funny because I didn't mean to cause you any pain. I wrote that down before you said the Prince album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so then he set it to music for us. And anyhow, I also pulled a couple. Okay, what else yeah, that was the gist of it, is that he loves you quite a bit and quite a lot. And he's sorry for any pain that his passing caused. I saw like it was a black field with like an orangey red circle in it that was just starting to grow. Okay, Roy, what's this mean? I want to make sure that your message in this comes through and not my interpretation. It's about coming out of the darkness, that he was in darkness here, and now it's, as soon as he got over there, the darkness abated, and he's just fine. Did he have brown eyes? He's kind of greenish brown eyes, maybe. Anyhow, I'm just kind of seeing him looking off to the side, and it's like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. But he overall was very happy to see you. And I pulled a couple cards and got, this is so funny. I do shuffle these cards, but this one has come up again and again. Sandalphon, center and ground. And then from the feathers deck, I got the osprey. So first you ground and then you take off. Your success is now at hand. Allow abundance to flow to you effortlessly. And that's, the osprey is almost as big as an eagle, and just an amazing bird. So that power,
he's flying high.
He's flying high and going to be there to assist you in the most efficient way, because the osprey is the one that he'll turn the fish around so it's aerodynamic with the head going forward. So there's less drag. So he's going to help with that.
Smart.
As far as having less drag and helping you along. Oh, thank you.
All right. And yes to his eyes.
Okay,
very
good.
much so. And Pia, we're so sorry for your loss, dear. That's just, it's undescribable. So we just send you lots and lots of love.
Yeah. Of all the losses I've had, a sister by suicide was by far
the worst, because nobody knows why, really. Yeah. All right. So good old Wayne is here, wanting to know if Jimmy's up there. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Got any messages from Jimmy?
I must have been taking off on the Jimmy crack corn because I saw a big corn cob and he said, and that's okay, but it got me going. And it said, so he was saying, I've got a kernel of truth, is that this is all true. And that he is saying, you can do this. You can talk to him, and you already do. And he's encouraging you, and that's his kernel of truth, that you can do this yourself. In conversations, either out loud or just kind of in your daydream when your mind is not focused on something else. He's right there with you. He's putting ideas into your head. He's sending memories. Sometimes you might just kind of be walking around the house and think of a fun time you had and start chortling about it. But yeah, he's right there with you, but he's also encouraging you to, he's saying you've got the ability to do this, and he's encouraging you to take that seriously. And the archangel of virtue is saying, open your heart and your mind to that, and you'll be able to do that. He used to sing that with different words. Oh, Jimmy crack corn.
I can imagine the words too, Wayne. I bet.
I know.
There was a word from Nantucket.
Yes, that's right. We always change the words to make them more colorful.
Right. Right.
Good work.
Good words.
Aley, do you have? Oh,
go,
you have. Did I? Okay, you're next. Yes.
No, are you done? Are you done?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Jimmy's telling me that you guys used to go out and do things together. You'd be outside maybe fishing or walking or chopping wood, or you'd go out and hang out and drink some beer, and with a very good sense of humor. I think you guys had a good time. You had a good time laughing, and you would share a sense of humor, just the way you saw the world. I feel like, did he smoke? Or I feel like there's an illness with the lungs. That he had an illness with the lungs, and he went. Okay. Yeah.
They played guitar. They played guitar, and he sang "Jimmy Smoke Crack" and "I Don't Care."
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys had a good time.
Yes, he was a smoker.
Yeah, because he's showing me that part of the deal was with the lungs, and he. Do you have a daughter? A young daughter? He's talking about your family, how much he loves your family, and that he watches over your family. I don't know if you have a daughter or a granddaughter, but he's showing me children.
That's cool. No children.
No children. Okay. So where's that?
Well, when you're a musician, sometimes your guitar and your instruments are your children.
Yeah.
That's very possible. Yeah.
Well, maybe maybe you will have a daughter. But I'm seeing a young girl.
I don't think so.
A niece or a nephew or a young girl.
He has grandchildren, he says. Okay. He has.
Yeah, I'm seeing a pre-teenage young girl who might want to learn how to play guitar, who you're going to help in some way.
Okay.
Jim, and it could be maybe Jimmy's family, or somebody that that you're going to have a relationship with this person, very much like you had with Jimmy, where you laughed and had fun and you did certain things together. So I don't know where that's coming from, but that's where my focus is.
Well, Wayne, I got a strict, and this makes so much sense from the other information. I mean, I pulled this right away, but I got for you nostalgia. He says, I look back on all the fun we had, the past memories, people, and he says, it was just, I spend time there with you, and I know you, and when you think about me and those times, I'm right there with you. and he says, we sang and fought for the greater good. We was rock and roll, whatever. But he says, and we did take a few risks because we did throw the dice a few times. And he said, I think I probably did that with my smoking. But, whatever it is, he said, we were young, we were fun, and, we were stupid, but we didn't know we were stupid. But that's okay because we have all these beautiful memories. That's what I get, Wayne. Wow.
Yeah. And is Jimmy's wife still alive? You should give her a call and say hi.
Uh-huh.
That's what I got. Say hi to my wife for me.
All right. Thanks, Wayne.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Starlight, then Wildflower, then Suzanne. If Karen, are you still here? I don't know. Lynn LeGlaire. That's what I have next. All right. So, Starlight, is there a message from my guides or angels and angels? Please and thanks.
I'm getting first that they're really happy that you've been kind of focused on spiritual things, and they showed me a clear quartz crystal, and it's kind of a symbol for attunement, because you're kind of like using it to tune up the energy. Or I'm not sure if you're interested in crystals or if you have them around you. But that was or it could just be a symbol that you are attuned to the energy of the universe, and you're listening more. And then I saw your angel that was kind of like Glinda the Good Witch with the wand with the star on it, and she kind of tapped you on the head, like saying that you are awakening the crown chakra. You've grown more than you think you have on a spiritual plane. You're raising your vibration, and that this is going to benefit be a benefit to you and to those around you. And they're saying you don't quite realize this yet, how much you've really kind of lifted up. And that doesn't mean to say that you feel like you're floating on a cloud all the time, but it's like opening your sense of possibilities is opening. That's great. Wonderful. Is there anything else, Spirit, for Starlight? They're just, as Thayer says, they're kind of giving you the golf clap. I think you've come through a cycle, and they're going, yes, 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 and saying, good job done. And now I'm seeing rolling hills in front of you. So the path isn't done yet, but these aren't mountains. They're nice green rolling hills. As long as we're in 3D, there's always some challenges, but the path ahead looks pretty bright.
Excellent.
And I'm getting that that you're a social activist, that you have the ability to influence and lead people, that people listen to you, and that you, I don't know if you're in college or in school, some sort of knowledge or educational thing that you're involved in is going to help you achieve something important, women's rights, that you're very good on the earth in terms of clarifying problems and influencing other people and inspiring them to move forward. So they're, I keep seeing Gloria Steinem. I don't think that that's exactly what you're going to do, but you have
her energy. She has her energy.
You have an energy which is very good for the world, and you're very, very intelligent. You're very smart. You're very intelligent. You're very aware, and that you have the ability, if you want to organize things and make them happen in the outside world. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that's you. I'm looking at your face and seeing a strength and a light, which is very important, and somebody that I would follow. Hey, I like this movie. Let's go see this movie. I'd go see the movie.
Sure.
So,
And I'll go along with these ladies, but I get surrender to spirit, which is what you've done in the past and you should continue to do. It says you can achieve, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn it over to the divine. And what have I said over and over today? Let spirit work its magic through you. So not from here, but from here. And so when this tries to take over, that's the ego. And that's saying, oh, no, I like it my way. I got to bring it down, because you have the gift. And yes, you have been working on it. It's evident. So thank you, Starlight. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you at the March on Washington.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So Wildflower lost her mom a couple of months ago, whose name was Jerry. And she wonders if Jerry would come through and talk to her. We're sorry for your loss. I know you've asked about Jerry earlier, and I said maybe later. So let's hope she comes through for you today.
Well, you know what? I can feel the loss. I think you put a lot of time and energy and focus around your mom in her last days, and there's kind of a gap on what to do with that energy, or there's like the proverbial hole in your heart, and your mother's thanking you for your help and giving you like a blessing and a big hug for being a good daughter. You're a wonderful daughter. You're a great daughter. I couldn't have asked for anybody better to be with me. And she really wants you to know that, and know that time heals all wounds, that eventually, instead of feeling the loss, you're going to feel a warm, loving memory. She wants to become a warm, loving memory for you, because she's really not that far away. I see her right up here. Is there a dog? No. Well, anyway, that's what I'm getting. I'm asking for some evidence so I know that it's her. But she says that's what she wants to tell you, is that the rawness will heal, but she'll always be there. It's kind of like, remembering something very pleasant that happened to you, and you remember that, and that love kind of comes into your heart. She's saying that's the energy that she wants to be with you, and that energy will be with you as a mother's energy always should, or always is with their child. So I'm no longer weighing everybody down with my needs. So now I can give love back and go into their heart, and know that I'm there now for you.
Wildflower says that she had a dog that her sister is taking care of now.
Because she did mention a dog. I did not see the dog in spirit, so I kind of stopped.
Right.
But she did mention the dog, and she's happy that the dog is being taken care of. But I didn't want to lose her energy.
I understand. Yeah.
But yeah, because I go, no, the dog is not. There's no dog with her in spirit.
Right.
So and hug the dog, because you'll be hugging me.
That's great. That's really beautiful. I tuned into her, and the first things I heard were "Thank you for your care" and "Thank you for the prayers." Um, and I got like my temples were hurting, so I don't know if she had headaches or it had something to do with her head, but uh, that was something I was feeling. And then she was sending you lots and lots of love, of course. And you might want to look for symbols of what I was, signs of her have something to do with red. And I saw red birds, like a cardinal or a tanager or even a robin with a red breast. There, and I said, so what's with the red? And she showed me her heart. She wants to send you her heart by showing you the red, a red bird. Um, and let's see. Thank you for the care of your prayer. Oh, and then she said it's still early days, but she wants to kind of even the playing field a little bit, because you cared for her and took good care of her. She she wants to be there and really do as much as she can for you, especially in the area of just protecting you, so that you don't have to worry and you can kind of relax and enjoy your life. And what she showed me was, I saw a woman's head, and it had like a big metal trash can lid on it. And so she said, I can't take away the storms or things, but I can protect you. And it's the metal trash can lid, because it was like in a rain or a hailstorm. She's going to make it apparent to you that it's her that's there protecting you. So it's she's going to be there, but she'll make sure that you know it's her, because like hail or raindrops would go ping, ping, ping on the trash can lid. But it also protects you. So again, just saying that she can't alleviate any of the life's ups and downs, but as much as she can, she'll be there in the storm for you, and is looking forward to helping you and kind of rebalancing the scales. Oh, and what did you get?
I got a lady in a red dress with red hair releasing a bird. Now, isn't that a riot? Because you came up with the red bird. And
Oh,
look,
yeah.
it's a lady releasing like a balloon with a bird in it. And so what I got though was that I released everything when I came up here, because it was a new experience, and it's very mystical. I feel as though I'm being taught lots of things that I was not aware of, and it's quite cool up here. She says, and I see that everybody's giving on the planet, what they give to each other, what you give to others, they give back. And this is how we stay in the flow of love and compassion and kindness for each other. She says, oh, it's just so beautiful up here. It's just, and the birds have different colors I've never even seen before. So there you go. Just lovely. Very beautiful energy from her.
Yeah,
It's very nice.
she's a very loving energy, very nice, kind, loving energy. Yeah.
So we got Wayne's wife here, the scooterless babe, Suzanne Rich. She had to have a scooter because she had an operation, and now she's scooterless. Isn't that great? I'm happy for her.
Oh, great.
She's traveling to Maine in a couple of weeks to scout out more spots to move to in a couple of years. Will we finally find that affordable location of our dreams?
Ooh.
Either that,
Yeah,
Suzanne, or you could stop in New Hampshire and get no taxes. Of course, you could always go over the line if you wanted to buy something. So, yeah. You got yes right away?
They have a view tax in New Hampshire. If your house has a view, you get taxed more. Yes, I got a yes right away. And I got a couple of years is a good timing.
Okay.
A couple of years, things won't be so, the market will have settled down, and that you will find a really nice house to live in. Not too big. A little bit back from the coast I'm getting. And I don't know where you're traveling from, but yeah, I'm seeing, I get a yes, I get a heart. That it's a good plan, and it's good that you're waiting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have some lobster for me.
I used the
Yeah.
pendulum and got a yes right away, a
Yeah.
pretty good swing. And then I
Uh-huh.
actually shuffled these cards again. And I want you to see, there's more than one card in here. But again, I got leap and spread
Oh.
your wings. And you can
Ah.
see she's kind of taken the leap off the cliff. And, you know, there's plenty of those seaside cliffs in Maine. But yeah, it sounds like a good time, and it's rapid movement. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think you got
Have
our
a
answer.
great time. Have a great. I lived in Maine in my RV for a while. I really liked the Augusta area. I was in Augusta for a while, which is not a place a lot of people talk about because it's the capital and it's not on the water as much. But I wouldn't go, and I don't know what you're looking for, but I'm sure there's plenty of old farmhouses or new places that will really be nice for you and Wayne. So have fun.
I got not on the coast, but
Mhm.
in from the coast.
Ah.
You know, that the coast is near, but you're going to be a little bit in from the coast because you're going to find a nice
Okay.
community of people.
Yeah, because she was wondering north, mid, or south.
I got
Yeah.
mid,
Yep.
but you
That's
follow your
Augusta.
heart. I think the scouting out is
Yeah.
part of it because you're going to follow your heart.
Yeah. Yep.
But you will find it. I'm confident about that. So,
I also lived in Presque Isle, which was right near the Canada border.
yeah.
I did not care for it there, but
No.
that's me. That's me. And I didn't like it because it didn't have anything. It was like, I don't know, I think it was 3 hours to Bangor or something. And that's where they had a bookstore. I wasn't going to go. So, yeah. It's dependent upon what you want, of course, Suzanne. But good luck and have fun.
Yeah. You'll get a nice place.
Okay, so we're right at the top of the hour, and I promised Karen I would take her question. Ladies, I have 3 more people. I don't know if you have time.
I can do another more.
A few more. Okay,
a few more.
Let's see if I'll see if they're here. But
Okay.
Karen's is here right now, so
Okay.
let's do hers. So Lynn LeGlaire, if you're here, Taylor Jules, and Arwen the Gray. If you are still here, just say yes. You're still here, please. All right.
When I read your question, I automatically got move out of Central Texas.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I saw storms and tornadoes.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, and I asked the question of the pendulum, and it said a strong yes, that you'll be able to move out of Central Texas.
Yeah.
And now, yeah.
Okay, Arwen, thank you. Hi, Boundaries. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with Central Texas myself. I having lived in Texas, you may have more amenities. Not that you want amenities, but somewhere outside of Dallas may be a better choice for you. Being closer to things that you need, and still yet, if you want to go fishing, there are places to go fishing. So, yeah.
I'm just getting you're going to get wiped out by the weather.
Oh,
the weather's going to wreak havoc on you.
Yep. All right. So Lynn is here. Yeah. She wonders if she and her sister will ever resolve their problems. Okay. Do you need her sister's first name?
No.
No,
I don't.
Okay. Because you got hers. Okay.
Yeah.
I heard yes, but it starts with you. And that means not, not like you have to call her up tonight and say, oh, I'm sorry, it was all my fault, which is not, but to maybe tonight start sending her love and just visually, erase whatever problems are there. You might want to try the Ho'oponopono prayer, and then just kind of see what happens. But that's the first step to energetically sort of grease the skids. Do it without expectation. It can't, I think that is the best first step. But I did see it might not happen right away. I think it will happen. And I think that you letting go and sending love is the best first step.
So is this an older or younger sister? I'm getting that one of you has to bend. That one, and it might be you, but I'm seeing that it's a question of to look at your sister like a mother would look at a child instead of as a sister, and see the other person from a different perspective, because so much of family conflict is born from the knitting of how love and attention and dominance and strength and power is done in a family. So that's my phone. But I'm going yes, and then I automatically saw a a bend. Somebody would have to bend and then start again. Younger sister. Okay, so my first impression was correct.
Mhm.
I'm sorry about the phone. Um, that you need to look at her as a mother and nurture her and recognize her and bend, and then she'll let go of something, and you might have to start again.
Mhm.
So and if you don't want to, you don't have to, but I feel like you want to. I feel like it's important to you.
Yeah, I pulled some cards that say, you want it. She might be wanting more convenience and she's busy with her life and, you know, but I also get that both of you are feeling a bit unsatisfied. In other words, you'd like that sister to come back together. And there's a bell that comes up. I don't know if you're going to hear about something. So maybe a family function that both of you will be at, or a wedding or some, I don't know. But there's some kind of an announcement coming. And it says that it is going to be a sweet thing and you will indulge in it like you would a cupcake. So maybe you and your sister will get to see each other at that particular time. But I would maybe, I don't know. I don't know if you feel comfortable reaching out to her or not. And sometimes you can reach out. I reached out about 7 times to my sister-in-law and she just absolutely ignores me. So I understand it's very, very difficult. So anyway,
Reach out
Lynn,
reach out energetically first.
true,
Yeah,
true.
I
Yeah,
think what yeah.
yeah. Um, Jahila Jules, you were on Joan's channel. If you're still here, let us know because we could take your question next, but please just indicate you're here. This is for Arwen the Gray. And could I have a messages from my grandmother? Okay, can you give, Arwen, can you give us their names, please? Grandmother, Jane, Mary, brother, what's your brother's name? Please. First name only. Hi, Greg. Florence, grandmother Florence, and brother Gary. Thanks, Arwen.
I feel like your brother Gary really liked cars, or drove, or was involved with cars somehow in his life. Did he transportation, or maybe he passed in a car? Um, he's saying he left you behind, and that was no fun for you. That because we used to have a lot of fun together. You had banter. You would talk back and forth with each other. And he goes, "Oh, we don't do that so much anymore."
He loved cars.
Yeah, because he's telling. That's what I'm seeing is cars, Pontiac or something. Driving down the road in a Pontiac. That he's in car heaven. He's saying, "I'm in heaven with my car." So he's fine. He says he misses our earthly existence. We had a fun, nice earthly existence. I think you were his little brother or something like that, and he used to let you. He'd give you beers, or he would you guys would go off and he'd treat you more like an adult. But he goes, I'm in car heaven. I'm really not that far away. And when you're driving and you think of me, I'm right there in the seat next to you. So you can talk to me then. So I hope that helps. Oh, you were his little sister. Okay. I thought you were a guy. All right. So but still, it's the same relationship, is that that you were special to him and he would do special things for you. And he's sorry. He just says it. I'm sorry we can't hang out in the physical world and have fun anymore, because it was fun and I really love you. And I will be sitting in this car seat next to you if you want to talk to me. So same kind of message. Yeah.
Well, that's good that you tapped into the brother, because I tapped into Florence, the grandmother, and I saw her as someone who, she wore red lipstick and I saw red shoes, and I don't know if she did that in real life, but she was kind of dressed up. She had a necklace, a gold kind of necklace, like a long chain with a pendant or something on it, and so she had a certain amount of style. But I also saw, especially the red lipstick, like you'd go around the house after she was there and there were like little Kleenexes when she'd dab her lipstick and everything on it. There's this big deal about the lipstick. But I also got the idea that she was an important figure when you were growing up, and that she was kind of fun. She liked to sit back or stand back and watch you and the other kids, and just kind of observe, set the limits and all of that, and just kind of keep an eye on everyone. And she said she's doing that again. Elements are very important to get the gold necklace. Oh, and then I kind of looked up and there was a bird flying, and I just saw it looked like a gull or something like that, the under part of the wings. So we're looking at it from below. And so she's saying she's keeping an eye on you. She's, just like a bird. She's not that far away, but just has a different perspective. And then I drew a feather card, and got the owl, who says, your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. So she is suggesting that you trust your instincts and know that she's there to help guide you.
And I have a message from Grandma too that says, surrender worry. It says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body and focus on the power of your heart, and always have faith that Spirit is guiding you always, and that we are here guiding you as well. Because we're up here together having some fun. Maybe he's taking Grandma on one of those rides in his car. You never know. And you don't have to worry about the speed limit. That's awesome. Yeah. So I guess Healer Jules had to go. So that was our last question for today. Thank you, ladies, for being here. How
Our
wonderful
pleasure.
to have you twice in 1 week.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Of course. It was wonderful. And thank you to everybody, including wonderful moderators, and everybody's question and kindness in the chat to each other. Much love. Much love. Have a great week, everybody.
Be well.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.